I'm Charbria Shine, and welcome back to Max Out Girl. Alright, hey guys, I have a very special guest today with y'all, Miss Deniel Walker. Hey girl.
Hey. It's me.
Okay, first of all, I have to say before I get into the nitty gritty of why she is a guest on this show, I have been knowing Deniel since forever.
Ooh.
Girl.
How long has it been?
We don't want to tell nobody
Okay.
our age. Even though, for me, it's all on social media for my birthday this year.
Yeah.
But it's been a minute.
Time,
So since kindergarten?
Kindergarten. Oh my goodness.
Oh my God. We'll share a little bit of that with y'all later.
Jeez.
But she actually is on the show today because she is in my stage play, Charbria Shine's Single Woman Chronicles.
Hey.
Hey. And we got on our shirts.
Yes.
She has on the poster tee. I have on the signature tee. Yes, the logo tee. So we're excited because she actually plays two roles in this show.
Ooh.
She plays Tony, the obnoxious, nosy waitress at the three girls' favorite diner. Excuse me, y'all.
Diner.
Yes, Maxie's Diner. She just wants to be a part of this friend group, the trio, and we like, nah, she too nosy. But she also plays Brooklyn, who is this mean girl. So let's talk about it. So first of all, this is your second production with me.
Yes.
You were in the Ladies Lounge, the Ladies Lounge, the Ladies Lounge.
Hey.
No men allowed.
Nope.
Y'all got to see that when we bring that back, when we run it back.
Run it back.
But so this is your second production. So you play one role in that one, Janine. How is it now you're playing two roles? How does that feel?
Well, you know what? It's actually pretty fun. You know,
Okay.
You get a little bit of just some versatility. You know what I mean? And it's, with Janine, I was like, okay, oh my God, it's Janine. Because Janine had a lot of stuff going on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But this time around, playing Tony, you know, she's a little more mild-mannered.
Yeah.
But she's still in your face a little bit, you know.
Kind of funny here and there.
Yeah. And then, you know, playing Brooklyn, the mean girl. So it's, you know.
Mean girl.
We got a little versatility in there. But I like it. It's
Now, mean girl, is it easy for you to play the mean girl?
I mean, you know, maybe a little bit.
Maybe a little too easy for you?
I mean, just roll off your tongue a little bit.
Yeah. She's not mean, y'all, but we laugh because
Don't push me now.
people said that like when we were younger, we were mean girls.
mean girls.
In
Oh,
elementary
my
school,
goodness.
though, but we weren't bullies. Not bullies.
No.
But some people just cliquish, I think. But we grew out of it.
Yeah,
just cliquish.
we grew out of it.
We grew out of it.
Yes.
We're nice now. We're nice, I promise. Okay, so... All right, so Tony is like the nosy, kind of funny, mild-mannered waitress, but this Brooklyn, you are so mean to poor Kara. I'll play Kara, so y'all know I gotta give the sob story. She's so mean to poor Kara, just so rude. Any of y'all ever had frenemies? Have you ever had a frenemy?
Yes.
Oh, they still in your life?
No.
Okay, so
because I mean, you realize who your friends are, who really is there for the entertainment, you know. So
for the party of it all.
Yes, I mean,
how long did it take you to realize that and get rid of them?
Oh, for years. Because, I
Really?
mean, you know, they would show up to stuff and be like, hey, girl. And then next thing you'd be like, I heard she was just talking about me. Or, you know what I mean?
So did it take long to like get rid of them because y'all had history or not really?
Definitely history.
Yeah.
Like, most definitely history. I mean, when you get used to somebody and you have a relationship with someone and, you know, they know a lot about you. You spend a lot of time together.
It could be hard to kick them to the curb.
God, you know, But after a while, it's just like, okay.
Yeah.
That ain't good. That's not good for me. That's not healthy.
Yeah, and you realize you got to get rid of them. It could be
Yes.
hard, but I feel like it's essential. And I feel like as we mature, we realize like, this ain't good for me. I deserve better, and I don't have to be desperate for this friendship.
Exactly.
Yeah. So let me ask you this. So I feel like this process has been fun. It's been a lot because we've been deep in rehearsals, but it's been fun so far. What has been one of the most maybe memorable, and it's still early, so maybe not memorable, but for like fun moments or fun things about being in the show right now?
Right now, I mean, for rehearsals, we all the way live at rehearsals, so we have fun. So that in itself is a memory. You know what I mean? So who goes to rehearsal and have fun?
Yeah,
you know.
yeah.
I don't know, but I know I do.
Yeah,
so
it's
we be
fun.
cutting up sometimes.
It's a good time. So what has been one of the most challenges in this process of like rehearsals and learning lines and
just like, I guess you could say work-life balance. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I got children and, you know, being a single mom.
Yeah.
But I also have, like, aspirations and things I want to do. So it's just, you got to make it work. Just
I love that. I love that about you. Like, I know you have a busy life. I know your life, and I know you got a lot going on. But what I do see in you is like you are really trying to push yourself out of your comfort zone and really and still have your vision and dreams and go after it. And I do think that's so important. And I love that because I feel like sometimes as women, it's easy for us to like put ourselves on the back burner a lot, whether you're married or have kids. And I feel like I understand we're responsible. I love that, and we give out, we pour. But I think it's so important to try to find something for yourself.
Oh yeah, and this has definitely allowed me to find myself and figure out what I like, and because I'm like, oh, I don't know if I could do that, but Charbria's pushing me out of my box.
I got to. You're my girl. I tell her all the time. I'm like, girl, we've been acting and singing and dancing since we was little. How you not gonna be doing this no more?
No, I mean, but you after a while you just go into like this little cocoon and you got this life and you
forget about that stuff.
Yeah, it's like, no, girl, get out there.
No, I can agree with that because I feel like there was a season of my life where I was just busy working. And I didn't do nothing in the arts. And that's my heart. But it was like life happens, bills happen, the real world happened. And I was like, I ain't got time for this, Yeah. So, until you finally like, no.
I got to do that.
Yeah, I can push myself. Yeah.
Yes, I can.
Yeah. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about the theme of the show. So I wrote the show in like the end of 2019. We were supposed to do it in 2020. COVID hit. We didn't do it. We had a contract and everything, but we didn't do it. We did it in 2021. And I wrote this show because I love to empower women, but a lot of times it was kind of from my experience. I wanted to really share my story. So part of it is some of the things I went through. But I felt so much pressure out when I was single. Like I was 30 in my singles, never been married. I didn't have kids. And that was like unheard of. Like, what's wrong with you? Like, where your man? Like, you ain't got no man. You ain't married. I'm like, if I knew a good one, don't y'all think I have one? Like,
where's he at?
Like, Lord, I'm crazy. Like, and I felt so much pressure.
Right.
Like, even like being a Christian, I had a lot of pressure in the church.
Exactly.
Even more, and in the world, even the stereotypes of your clock is ticking, hurry up, what's going on, or even I'm happily married now, but a lot of times people see their value in their marital or relationship status, and I didn't like that. I still don't like that because I feel like our identity, it could, like, my identity as a wife, yes, that's part of who I am, but that's not all of who I am. Right. And even when I was single, I'm like, yes, I'm a single woman, but that's not my identity. Right. And I hated that pressure. Do you feel like today, in today's society, there's still a pressure for single women? And if so, what kind of pressure do you feel?
I most definitely think it's still some pressure. A lot of women, like you said, my clock is ticking, or I gotta have that baby, and it's not. I guess the pressure is from society, first of all, and then your upbringing sometimes.
Yeah, depending on how you were raised,
like traditional. Your grandmother had, she got married young and had the kids and stayed married and this and that, and you got to do this at this time, and I mean, even I got married young. Yeah. So from that, you got to do it this way. You know what I mean? So, but now it's just like it's okay. If you don't have a man, it's okay if you're not married yet. It's okay if you don't have a baby in your 30s. If it was me, I would be like, you know what? Let's run that back. Let me live my life a little bit. But, I'm thankful for the experience of marriage, but it taught me a lot about myself. Yeah. But I will say, for any woman who's not married yet or doesn't have a baby, it is okay. It is okay. It is definitely okay. And when it's your time, it's your time. Yeah. You know what I mean? Don't rush the process. Enjoy life. Like,
don't let the fullest. And don't allow people to make you feel bad or like something's wrong with you.
No, because that was not. Like, I think they're just mad because they can't do what you're doing.
They're like, I can't go out. I can't travel right now.
Right. I gotta ask my husband. Yeah. No, be free. Do you just wait? And wait on God. Or if you don't want a man, that's okay. You know what I mean?
Yes. That's something else too, like with this show that I recognize every single woman doesn't want to be married, and that's okay. Like, why do we have to be put in a box? Yeah. And in my single season, I really just dealt with like my issues. I had a lot of them. Dealt with my issues and insecurities, and just learned how to love myself and just focus more on who am I and like what do I want to do in my life, and if I never get married, what will that look like? And don't feel like, oh, my life is over because I don't have a man. Girl, no.
Get up and live.
Because I think some single women don't realize that when you get married, even if it's the right person, their challenges come with that as well. Like, I feel like there's challenges in single season and married season. So enjoy whatever season you're in. Yeah. What you think about that?
You have to, when they say, figure out who you are as a person. Because if you don't do that, you will get lost in the sauce, you know. So,
Girl, yes.
and then years down the line, you be like, oh, what happened to this? Or I wanted to do this, but I couldn't do it because I got married or I had a baby, or you know, or even if you're single and you know, dealing with just whatever relationship you in, you still can get lost in the sauce if you don't take that time to figure your own self out.
What's your purpose? What do you like? What are you good at? What do you want to do with your life? Because sometimes in your relationships, you don't think about that. It's just like about you and that person, and you're not even thinking about, okay, what is 5 years going to look like? And you look up 5 years, you're like, what is this?
How did
and it's easy to do that in marriage.
Yeah.
Talk about that a little bit.
Yeah, so by me getting married when I was young, I was 23 years old when I got young. I had my first baby at 24.
Okay.
So I didn't know who I was. You know what I mean? Like, I was still trying to figure it out. But I was like, oh, I got to get married. You know, oh, I got to have that baby.
Yeah.
But I got very lost in the sauce. And over time, that can hurt a marriage too, because as you get older, you're growing, you're learning yourself.
Changing,
and you're changing. So if the other person doesn't understand that, you know, that kind of puts a strain on the marriage too. So it's just like, figure out who you are first.
Yeah.
It's okay. Slow it down.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So marriage was an experience. I mean, we got divorced, but it's okay too. You know what I mean? So now it's just like, okay, now I have that time to really figure out who I was back then and to where I am now. Yeah. So.
And do you have hope for marriage again, or are you
most definitely?
Okay, because I know some people are like, no, that experience is like.
Honestly, marriage is a beautiful thing. You know what I mean? It's just how you go into it, how I guess your own intake of what marriage is to you. Yeah. So, I don't have a problem with marriage. Like, I would love to get married again. You know what I mean? It was just the fact of I got married so young. Yep. And you know, growing up and maturing and changing and figuring out who I am, and when you don't have that person to really do it with you, it's kind of hard.
I love that you said, like, you change. I feel like it's so important too, like, even when you're married, that you allow your spouse to change and vice versa, because we're not going to stay the same. And like, even me, so I realized in my life, like, I had a big birthday this year, and I reflected. I'm still reflecting. I'm still reflecting. Like, it's a process, you know. You look back and you're like, okay, life, am I where I want to be? You know what I mean? And you're like, okay, if I'm not, what steps do I need to take to be where I want to be? You know, and you start thinking about, and I start thinking about things in my life that, like, I kind of like let go, and I'm like, but that's so part of me, so I start picking them back up, because I was realizing, like, in that area I was lacking joy, and it's like, because that's something you love, and you let it go just because of life, because you got lost in the sauce, like, you're being a wife, you got a business, you're trying to progress, and it's just like, wow, but that thing brought me so much joy, and I just let it go. So
and it's never too late.
It's not.
It's never too late to pick up.
It's not.
Whatever it is. You know what I mean?
It is not.
Like, I'm back in school now. Yeah. So
good
it's
job.
just like,
I love that.
Man, why didn't I do this a long time ago? Yeah. But this is part of me figuring me out and figuring out, you know what I mean, who I am and what I should have been, but just me where I am now.
Yeah, I love that.
So
I like that it is never too late, because sometimes we can feel like, dang, like, I know I was feeling like that. I was like, all this time I should have been, and it's just like, no, you did what you did. You learned from those lessons,
and you still learning.
Yeah, and you're gonna continue to learn and change, because it's like you get a certain age, you're like, oh shoot, I'm changing. It's okay, you've changed. And I remember one day I woke up and I was like, man, I don't recognize myself. I just felt like, you know what I mean, like, who am I now? I don't recognize. So I had to, like, dig deep and, like, pray, like, okay, if I don't recognize myself, what are some things, like, and it's okay if you don't recognize yourself, and it's a good thing, you know, but there are certain areas I was like, nah. I don't know about that. I want a little bit of myself back, but I want to grow as well. And so I just had to take inventory, and I think we do in our lives. And I think that has nothing to do with your relationship status. That's a me thing, an individual thing. And so I know we don't went to left to right, but it's so important, because I just feel like, as women, we have to know who we are. We have to know that we have value, with or without a man in our lives. And even if you have a husband, that's beautiful. I'm happily married, but you still have to work on you and your goals, your dreams, because you want to make sure you're fulfilling what God called you to do on this earth. You know, and so again, with this play, I feel like it deals with so many women's issues. I mean, it's got so much. It's like drama, comedy, you know, but I feel like it's real life. And of course, I identify, to be honest, the three main characters, I identify with all three of them in some way. And, you know, if you see the show, you're like, really? I'm like, absolutely. And that's where I drew from to write the characters. I play Kara Kensington, and I feel like I probably identify with her the most. she's the nice girl, and not because I feel like I'm so nice, but but just because of just some of her emotions and feelings. There was a time when I was single that I felt that way, where I was just like, this sucks, and I'm still single, and I was hurt, and I was left alone, and I just all of that, the woe is me type of a thing. And then, I got a little rebellious, like, you know what? Whatever. You know what I say? I'm going to do me, boo. I'm done with this. Yeah, like, I got, so I've dealt with a little bit of all of them. And I just think that, like, my hope is that women can maybe see themselves or just see something in one of the characters. Yes, and be like, it's cool. Yeah. But where do I want to go from there? You know what I'm saying? Where do I want to go from there? And I just really wanted to touch people. Yeah. So. Oh,
you gonna touch some people? This is good. This is gonna be good.
It's gonna be a good time. It's gonna be a good time. Yes. So, what do you want them to know about the show? What you tell them? Should they come see? Why should they come see this show?
Well, I mean, like you said, because we're connected. No. Hey, listen. But no, I mean, it connects to so many different women on so many different levels. Yeah. And you just never know, some people are where they are, and they don't even know that that's where they are.
Until they see somebody either say something about it, or especially on the stage, in a play or a movie.
And sometimes, like Single Woman Chronicles, it, like you said, it reaches different women, but a woman probably didn't know how to fix her situation or how to change how she feels, or you know what I mean.
Yeah, so that's good. Yeah.
You don't know until you know.
Yeah, till you see it displayed. I love that. You're right. That's a good way to put it. Yeah. So y'all gotta come see it, y'all.
Ladies, come see it. Come see it. Bring the girls.
Or if you ain't got the girls, you could bring your guy too, because couples been coming to the show too. Because there's some guys in the show, so we got something I always say for everybody, but it's definitely a fun girls' night for sure.
Most definitely.
Well, thanks for coming on, girl.
Thanks for having me.
Yes.
So
come check her out. She is Tony in Brooklyn in Single Woman Chronicles. I play Kara Kensington. It is a fun time, y'all. Right now, because you watch this podcast, you can get $10 off. Use code SWC, the number 10, in checkout. All right, and tickets are only $35, so that means that there will only be $25 every parking. And if you want a little bit more fun, add on it. Check out the Pink Pre-Show Party. A lot of giveaways, a lot of sweet treats, mocktails, Single Woman Chronicles special stuff. You check it out on the website. We love y'all. So again, we hope I said something that encouraged, inspired, and elevated your thinking. I'm Charbria Shine. See you next time. Bye, guys.
Bye.